All right, here we go. We're kicking it off. It's the Friday after Thanksgiving. I know that you are all too stuffed and too full to do any of your own handicapping, so don't worry. We got you hooked up, all right? Kurt Alexander is with me today. We are going to go over how good are my mom's meatballs. I mean, seriously.
Is she watching? She better be watching. The best.
My God, I've been eating meatballs and manicotti for like 2 days straight, and I don't care. I don't care who knows it. So good.
Uh,
All right. So, yeah, like I said, I'm Allie Burns. Find me on Twitter at @plusmoneyhoney. This is Kurt Alexander. Find him on Twitter at Kurt's Angles. We're going to go through 5 college football games and give you our play on the first half, over or under. All right. Here we go. So, Kurt, up first, we've got Vanderbilt at Missouri, and the number is 27. So, what do you think about this one?
you know how I love the SEC? I love taking SEC overs, but this is one that I'm actually going to take under the total because Missouri's gone over this 27 number once in the first half. No, twice. I'm sorry, twice. They've gone over twice this year, and they pushed on the other one. This is just a game where Vandy's more of a slow-paced team as well. Missouri, they can be slow-paced, so I'm taking this one under the total of 27. Just looking from the numbers, Vandy's gone over this.
Uh-oh, we've got a freezer. All right, we will pause and let him do his thing for a second. I also took this game under the total. Oh, here he is. He's back. I took this one under. All right, you're back. Keep going.
I don't know where I left off, but under neither one of these teams. Well, both of these teams have gone over twice, over this number of 27 twice. But the rest of the games have all gone under the 27. So I'm going to go with that, the under here.
Yeah, I was kind of on the fence here because Mizzou really likes to put up points, and they're pretty good at it. But is Vandy going to be able to seal their end of the deal for the 27? Mizzou could like shut them out. You know, I could see Vandy scoring nothing or Vandy scoring 3. So I'm with you on this one. I'm going to take it under the 27 here as well. So up next, we've got Ball State at Toledo. The number here is 31.5. What do you got on this one?
Well, I like the hook because I'm going to also take this game under. You know, of course, you have the MAC, and you think over in the MAC, and it might go over for the game. But this first half, especially this Ball State team, they can be held to 14, 13 points, maybe less than that. And I like this game to go under the total. I get the hook. So 28-3 still gets me under that, and I like those odds. So I'm taking this one under the 31.5.
I'm with you here. I went under also. Toledo's going to score in the 20s. Like, I can see that happening. Toledo is going to score. I could see Ball getting into double digits, but that Toledo defense is really good. You know, Ball allowed 21 when they played EMU. Toledo only allowed 7 to EMU. Things like that. 31.5 just seems like it's too many points. And I totally get why people would say, oh, over. But yeah, with this one, I'm taking this one under as well.
And first halves are a little trickier, you know. When you start handicapping the first halves and you go through these teams' games, you kind of see who the slow starters are or who the fast starters are, and then they kind of slow down in the third and fourth quarter. So it's a pretty interesting way of handicapping. But yeah, I like your style with that under as well, because with 31.5, you have to get over that half, you know, and that's the thing. That's where the hook is your friend. So
yeah. Well, he dropped out again. Yeah, and I was doing some capping. I did Ball State. Both of these teams have only played 3 games this season. Out of those 3, Ball has gone over 31.5 one time. That was against EMU. And Toledo's gone over that total one time. That was against Western Michigan. So, yeah, I'm sticking with an under on that one. So up next, we have SMU at East Carolina. The number here was 34. I took this one under as well because in their past 5 games of SMU's last 5 games, they've gone over this one time with 34 and they pushed it once. Same with ECU. They have gone over one time when they played Cincinnati at Cincinnati. That was more Cincinnati's doing than it was Carolina's doing. They unleashed Bearcats 35-10 in that game. So I'm going to keep this one under the 34. I know when we see SMU, we think score, 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 but in this one, I'm going to have to go the other direction. Kurt is still not with us, but I'm just going to keep on trucking along here, and we'll ask him about his opinion when he jumps back in. Sure, I'm glad I did some prep today, though. So up next is Northwestern at Michigan State, and the number here is 21. And the first thing that stuck out to me about this was, why is it so low? Because if you're looking at Northwestern's past 5 games and the number of 21, all right, Kurt is back. He's coming out, man. There you are. All right. So I did a pick on SMU at ECU. So we feed on Vandy. I feel like I've got mic issues.
You do.
I don't know why.
There's an echo.
It's feeding into me.
Okay, there you are. Now it's that. That's
okay. Am I back? All right, there we go. So no, I still hear me.
Yes, you have an echo.
Balls. Okay, so I did SMU, ECU, and I took it under. You talk, I'll fix it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to take this one over. I heard what you were saying, but there have been a couple games where they landed on 34, but I see 48 here a couple times for both teams, East Carolina and SMU. And you did mention Cincinnati took it over. But see, that's the thing is when you're taking these totals over, it's not so much just the one team that scores, it's also what they allow. So in the first half, like maybe the defense isn't ready, the defense isn't prepared to start games. But yeah, both these teams have a couple 48s, 41s, 34. That's SMU. SMU hovers around that 34 number, and that's probably why they have the total as high as they do. But I've seen a couple 48s, and I'm comfortable taking this one over because both of them show that they can't go over the 34 number.
All right. So we're in disagreement. That happens?
Yes.
Is my mic better?
Not at all.
No, not one bit. This is just a funny little show today, isn't it? We're just kind of show. No big deal.
Okay. What game are we doing next?
So the next one was Northwestern at Michigan State. I was wondering, the number 21, why is this number so low when all 4 of Michigan State's game has gone over it, and 3 of the last 5 for Northwestern have gone over and 1 is pushed. So you tell me, because I couldn't really come up with one here. Why is the number so low?
Michigan State hasn't scored in the first half in the last 2 games, and that's basically what caused that low total. But they gave up 35 and 24, and I agree with you. I like this one over. I think they have it low enough. Yes, Northwestern, great defense, but Michigan State might let these guys score 24. Yeah, this could easily. I think 21 is just a little too low for this one. I'll take my chances. Yeah, I understand though. I understand the 0 points in the last 2 games. You had 13, they scored in 14. So Michigan State is not really going to show up in the first half of this game. You're going to need all your points from Northwestern, and they're a defensive team. So but 21, this might end up actually being a push. So I'm going to take the over. Yeah, the push or the over.
All right, so we're on the over there. Yes. Last one, we've got LSU at Texas A&M. This number is 31.5. Texas, the last 2 games at Texas A&M, the last 2 home games that they played went over. LSU went over in the 2 of their last 3 away games. It feels like a ton of points to me. I kind of feel that it takes A&M. LSU went under. What do you got? I kind of like to go under. What do you got?
I actually took this one over. Texas A&M and LSU. Once again, yeah, you have some high totals in the first half. Texas A&M, you have 49, 38. LSU has 48. They have 34. So you see these numbers that they score in the first half, and both these teams are capable of it. Texas A&M had 12 in the first game. And that was, and Vandy and LSU had 28. So that was the only time you really saw it under the 31.5 number. It's either 31 or more, and we're going to go for more with these two SEC schools. We're going to take this one over.
All right, you kind of talked me into it there. I didn't have anything official written down. I don't know.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned. We're going to log back on, fix this microphone, and we'll give you 5 NFL first half totals right after this quick break. All right. Thank you, Kurt. We'll see you in a minute.
All right. See you in a minute, Allie.